Hi, welcome. I'm so happy you're here today. I want to bring you the intro chapter to my book, which is coming out very soon, just to give you a little sense of the tone and humor in the book and also like the why behind it. Like, why do I think it matters for people like us to have a financial education? So, here we go. Today, a short excerpt from the very beginning, the introduction of Taxes for Humans. Part 1: Who this book is for and why it matters. This book is a judgment-free guide for freelancers, solopreneurs, creatives, students, weirdos, visionaries, their partners, and people who give a damn about democracy. Preface: Money obstacles may have brought you to this book, specifically a lack of tax knowledge and skills. It's my goal to bring you not just through your tax issues, but all the way to financial savvy and confidence. You need to get your taxes done, and most of this book is for that. But you also need fuck you money. That's money that allows you to walk away from toxic and disempowering situations without financial fear and say yes to your dream opportunities. When you get the hard stuff organized and your financial footing secure, you can get back to your important work. If you're feeling especially confused about taxes, it's likely because you have self-employment income. Being self-employed means you have all the complexity of a larger business, but often not the budget to pay an accountant. You have to do things that employees don't, like bookkeeping, keeping receipts, and paying quarterly taxes, because you get benefits that they don't get, like deductible expenses, which require tracking. What this book is. This book is for you if you want to DIY your taxes, want to understand your freelance taxes, do things better, and get systems that help you get organized. If you had a tax whammy, like tax debt, an audit, or divorce fallout, and you're looking to get out of it, want to get more out of an accountant relationship or communicate your needs to them better, want to feel seen and valued for the work you care about, or care about making the world, your own life, and democracy better, and holding your representatives accountable. What this book isn't. A note on what this book does not cover. This book is about your federal income taxes. I've distilled the most important issues that a self-employed person needs to know to make this book feel useful and readable. I'm skipping the laundry list of hyper-specific tax situations. For the record, that laundry list does exist, and it's called the Internal Revenue Code. I can't cover every conceivable tax situation. Do you want to read 7,000 pages of technical detail? Me neither. If you're looking for detailed tax info on real estate, investing, your spouse's income, agriculture rules, every state's income tax rules, sales tax, or local business franchise taxes, I'm sorry, I can't get to everything. But I will give you essential tools you need to understand how to do things yourself and when you should find an accountant to help you. I'll even help you get more out of your accountant by knowing what to look for and ask for. This book will also give you the foundation to do more than taxes. It will help you set up systems to make your taxes smooth and legally compliant every year. Find extra money each year through tax planning and build yourself savings with tax-smart accounts. How to use this book. How will we do all that? I'll use a simple framework: mindset, education, organization, and then the level up. There's also a section that covers the oh shit scenarios, like audits, what to do if you can't pay or you make a mistake, and spouses who go rogue. And lastly, there's a section on making the world better through, yes, the tax code. I recommend doing a full read-through of chapters 1 to 11 first to understand how the pieces fit together, and then come back to the Doing Your Taxes chapters in part 4 to actually do the work. If you're on the fast track, you can skip the level up and oh shit sections, but they will help you get more money and are a trusty reference for getting out of a tax jam. Throughout the book, I'll point to additional resources that you can find. While I'm here for the holistic tax education, I also know that you may be reading this in a hurry and on a deadline. I've been there too. For that, let me introduce my alter ego, the tax Dominatrix. And if you're watching the video version of that, this is the printout of the Tax Dominatrix. She's very cartoony and not more than PG-13, but I do love the idea of her. Her role is to tell you exactly what to do, especially if you're in a tax deadline panic. Skip straight to the DOM parts to get action items and warnings. She's a DOM, after all, but she's got your back and is here to keep you out of danger. I'll avoid jargon, define terms, and get you up to speed on financial basics you perhaps never learned. You'll get the hard stuff organized and your financial footing secure so you can get back to your important work. Because people who are doing the kind of empathy-building work that you do are positioned to create massive change, especially when equipped with the right tools. All right. So that is the intro to my book. I'm introducing the idea of the Tax Dominatrix, which is a minor player in this book, not a major one, but a funny way to deliver the tough stuff, right? Deadlines, punishments, which do exist. They do exist. So I hope that was just a good little taste of the tone, the friendly, approachable nature of it, and basically how I structured the book. So if you enjoyed that, I hope you will pre-order. Pre-ordering the book is a huge deal. It helps my publisher know how many books to print. It helps bookstores know that they should actually stock the book. If you don't pre-order, your bookstore might not ever get copies and you might not be able to buy it there. So it's super, super helpful, especially if you pre-order the book from your favorite independent local bookstore, because only 1 to 3 orders from a bookstore is enough to tell that bookstore, hey, we should stock this book because there's demand, right? Your bookstore has thousands of books to be triaging, and they might not be aware that my book exists at all, right? So your request of the book from them tells them, oh, hey, this book exists. Why don't you take a look? All right. So that's it. Thanks so much. If you're interested in just a direct link to go pre-order Taxes for Humans, your copy before launch day, which is November 26th, you can do it at sunlighttax.com/book. And I hope, no matter who you are and what you are doing, I hope that this has been a helpful episode for you. I know that in this particular moment, politics feels a little scary. The economy feels scary. Also, if money is feeling really, really tight to you, I wrote this book so I would have a way to deliver my education outside of my program, which a lot of, people cannot afford the price tag of, though it's worth it if you can. And this book is really my way of bringing my tax knowledge in a more accessible format to people at a lower price point. If even a $27 book is outside your budget right now, I also want to let you know that requesting this book at your local public library is another option, or your school library. And it's a really wonderful thing that will help other people as well, because of course the library is there to circulate the book among more patrons. So that's another way to get your hands on this great information that will help you thrive. All right. Thanks so much for listening today. I am so excited to get this book into your hands because it is just the work of my heart and I built it to help you. So I will talk to you next week. Thanks so much. Bye. Thank you for listening. If you like the show, please be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend. It really helps. I'm so grateful. My tax guide, Taxes for Humans, is available for pre-order at sunlighttax.com/book. This podcast is for education and entertainment only. Nothing in this episode should be taken as individual tax or financial advice. You can find all the tools, books, and links I reference at sunlighttax.com/podcast.